Hello, I'm Alex Shyba, CTO and co-founder of Uniform. And now that Lars has set the stage about the need and the opportunity around DXC, it's my pleasure to show you how Uniform makes that a reality, unlocking the value of content in your organization and giving everyone the tools to work better and faster. Moving to a new system is, to use technical term, really difficult. Most organizations have a mix of old and new systems, and they're rightly concerned about what could go wrong and the cost of replatforming. On top of that, we all know that big bang waterfall style projects don't work anymore. With that in mind, I'm going to take us through a business transformation use case where the company is able to make a major transition and show value at the beginning rather than the end of the project. That means that everyone involved has a clearer idea of what's happening, and the process is not only faster, but a lot less stressful. Also, it will leave the company in a better place to expand and adapt even more in the future. We've all heard a lot about the promise of headless systems and omnichannel, but many organizations, particularly those with deep marketer and merchandiser requirements, struggle to balance the flexibility and structure in these systems with the need to quickly complete common business tasks without overly relying on developers. We're going to look at a common scenario faced by any digital team, whether it's an internal team or external from an agency. Indeed, it's often going to be a collaboration between both. Navigating a strategic shift in increasing companies' ability to deliver while ensuring the current system keeps driving revenue. Like I said, it's not easy. No matter how much we may want to tear everything out and start again, most projects need to meet new business objectives with some fixed points in the stack. Today, we're going to show you how leveraging Uniform DXC can help you deliver this much faster by overcoming technological and organizational bottlenecks. So let's look at our client, JavaDrip. They are a B2B business that offers coffee machines and bulk coffee to businesses and cafes. Also, in case if you're really tempted to buy some of JavaDrip's great products, I have to tell you, they're just our demo brand. Maybe if there's a lot of demand, we'll expand into coffee. And yes, we're that adventurous. With the pandemic, they have seen a shift in their customers to working from home, and as a result, they want to offer their machines and coffee directly to consumers as well. They have an existing site using Salesforce Commerce Cloud for their B2B operation, and they've worked with a partner to expand it to B2C. They want to move fast in order to take advantage of their great reputation with their corporate coffee clients. That includes wanting to effectively personalize, launch campaigns faster, and deliver an experience across channels. Let's take a look at JavaDrip's stack. At the core of any digital experiences, there are three things: content, commerce, and customer data. For content, they'll be utilizing a headless CMS. However, they want to keep their existing site structure since many customers still visit those old pages. That means that they either need to keep them in place or manage those redirects effectively to avoid breaking things as they move to the new platform. For commerce, as I mentioned, they'll be implementing Salesforce Commerce Cloud in a headless fashion to deliver those B2C capabilities. For customer data, they'll be utilizing 6sense to easily segment audiences based on whether this is a business and what size. On the front end, the JavaDrip tech team is leveraging Uniform's open bring-your-own front-end approach and leverage the most popular React meta framework, Next.js, and deploy to Vercel to take advantage of latest edge compute technologies. The team that owns JavaDrip design system, built on top of Kickstart.ds, is looking to fast-track their time to market and ensure design consistency. We also want to talk about how many agencies work with starter kits to speed enablement. Uniform has a number of examples to start, but more importantly, partners and customers can add their own. How about we see this in action? Being able to start quickly and show some results can be critical for project success. With Uniform, brands have the ability to reuse existing investments, such as design systems, to make that impact faster. JavaDrip's design system is built on top of Kickstart DS as starter kit for design systems. Custom branding can be applied, and specific components are mapped to Canvas components with a mapping framework. You can do this for your own brand with very little effort. Since Kickstart DS integrates with Uniform, add it into your project just like any other integration. This process imports the desired design system components straight into Canvas and activates them in just a few clicks. After the import, our component library is now primed with design system derived components, which can be automatically configured to source content from any of the dozens integrations that we support. Let's open a demo composition installed by the integration that uses a sample set of components and see it in action. You're not only able to start creating personalizable experiences before your integration is installed, you can do this in context using the latest visual canvas. Let's try to change an image to another one using our Cloudinary integration that just got pre-installed. That was easy. Imagine what you can do with your own design system, leveraging this approach and the power of Uniform Canvas CLI. Import it, connect components to content from your desired source, whether it's a headless CMS, a DAM, a commerce API, connect it to your own front end, and go live. Another way to get started is to use one of our Uniform starters. Uniform has a number of them available, from a fairly vanilla Hello World to a more feature-rich composable starter. Our solution and technology partners are already leveraging our Mesh SDK to bring their own starters into Uniform. Starters like JavaDrip allow developers to start exploring the power of Uniform with just a few commands. Each starter installs a few components into component library, some page-level compositions with sample project map to get you going quickly. Our latest version of Canvas allows the content team of JavaDrip to create and manage the digital experience visually, in context, without relying on developers, powered by real-time integrated preview. As you can see, you can start working on your digital project without a CMS or commerce engine, and those integrations can be added to your project later. Starters come with personalization enabled out of the box, so no more phase 2. Now, let's talk about integrations. Integrations are hard. Uniform takes that toll away from JavaDrip team. They can focus on delivering state-of-the-art digital experiences instead of building glue code and maintaining it forever. JavaDrip settled on using the following stack: Contentful as a headless CMS, Cloudinary as a DAM, 6sense for customer intelligence providing data for personalization, Salesforce Commerce Cloud for commerce, Vercel as delivery platform that runs Uniform's edge-side personalization, and Google Analytics 4 for tracking and personalization event collection. Let's explore our project map. For web channel project like javadrip.com, think about project map as your sitemap, where every node represents a page and links it to a given composition describing how a page is going to be presented to the visitors. Project map can contain placeholder nodes and in near future redirects, which means business users can manage them without relying on IT teams and have those execute at the edge platform of choice. Let's open up the homepage and see how it is assembled. The homepage is built with 3 components. The first hero is personalized with 3 variants. We will revisit personalization a tiny bit later. What's interesting about hero component is that it is now sourcing content from multiple sources: Contentful for copy and Cloudinary for images. This approach is leveraging one of the key capabilities of our next generation mesh, ability to connect individual component parameters in a much more granular fashion. This allows to reconnect the component to any other source at any time without changing any code within your application. This approach also allows Uniform Mesh to handle data fetching on behalf of your integration, so you don't have to create enhancers in your application code anymore. This process is executed at the edge for you. That's why we call it edge enhancers. Canvas has first-class support for display variants, which allow to support multiple presentations of a component while sharing the underlying structural representation. This is useful to surface all of the power of your design system and when you're A/B testing which experience works the best. With Project Map, you're able to link to any other page-level content with a special parameter type. And this addresses some of the challenges with hyperlink management in a composable architecture. Of course, any commerce experience cannot be complete without the ability to showcase the amazing product catalog together with compelling marketing copy. With Uniform, it's easy. Connect to a commerce API of your choice and build product collections either explicitly with complete control or rely on dynamic product lists and AI-powered product recommendations. Naturally, you can apply personalization on top of product catalog source components so you can show products to the visitors that are interested the most. Powered by Uniform Context, our edge-side personalization engine. Let's explore the front end of JavaDrip. It is built on a modern front-end framework, Next.js, deployed to Vercel. Besides the homepage, Uniform Canvas powers all the product category pages and all the product detail pages, as well as long-form articles. Product detail pages share the same layout for convenience and consistency, which is made possible by leveraging placeholder nodes in Project Map along with template-style compositions. Notice the wildcard node in Project Map. This corresponds to any product detail page which is sourced from the product catalog. JavaDrip is about to launch their flagship smart coffee maker, which is destined to annihilate the competition. It's called Javelin 2022. The marketing team at JavaDrip is empowered to do this without relying on developers, taking advantage of the reusable component library built in Canvas. To optimize for performance, SEO, and scalability, the JavaDrip solution is leveraging Jamstack and taking advantage of the latest Jamstack innovations, incremental Jamstack. This allows to publish pages in just a few seconds without waiting for builds to complete. Let's see that in action. First, let's see how our current product detail pages are implemented. They're using the same template. The product content is supplied when the pages are being built. We want to override the experience and present it in a bespoke way and give it the attention it deserves. To do that, we will create a new node in our project map, which corresponds to the product detail page URL. We will attach an existing composition our marketing team built for a landing page a while back. Now we will repurpose it to become a bespoke product detail page. This flexibility can save so much time. This page consists of a few components, and it is already sourcing product detail content from our Salesforce Commerce Cloud catalog, allowing us to mix and match product catalog content with marketing content on the same page without any hassle. Similar to the homepage hero, this composition also featured a hero component that is connected to different sources, Contentful and Cloudinary. We have 3 different content sources powering this page already. Normally, this will be super stressful for editors, but I can show you how easy it is. Our headless CMS stores product FAQ content, so let's bring it into our composition. Simply pick the entry from connected parameter and the component from our design system will render the FAQ data. Besides the FAQ content, our marketing team wants to pull in product reviews for Javelin from a review API and present it in the same composition. While our component library has the required building blocks to present review data, we still need to retrieve it from the review API. Typically, This requires some custom development that often results in additional glue code that needs to be created. With our next generation mesh, this can be achieved without speaking to a developer. You're still allowed to talk to developers though. A lot of us are very friendly. We can bring any external data from any REST API into the page by using our loop component, which can connect to any attached data resource and can be associated with any JSON dataset. To display every element of that dataset, pick the presentation component, connect each parameter to a field of the element in that dataset. And that's it. We've just added a fourth data source to our page. And with the power of edge answers, the result will be cached at CDN level, guaranteeing that this will scale and the response times will be fast. Perfect for the kind of people that drink a lot of espresso. We're not done yet. Remember we touched on personalization earlier? Well, the marketing team at JavaDrip wants to tailor the experience to the visitors that come from large enterprises and offer a B2B promotion on Javelin. With the power of 6sense integration, we get that visitor data from their API and use it in a signal called Enterprise. The second personalization variant can be set up with just a couple of clicks and have the content copy optimized for B2B prospects. Marketers can preview the resulting personalization variant within the real-time preview panel before they publish or even save. Now, let's see another magic trick of incremental Jamstack. Even though our site is built statically, we can take advantage of incremental ISR technique of Next.js on Vercel, which means that instant regeneration of page with fresh content the moment you publish that composition in Canvas. No more wait times for site rebuilds to complete before changes go live. If you're an engineer and you bring this to your marketing team, you'll be their best friend forever. But wait, there is more. Remember I mentioned the site is statically generated? It is, but with uniform context, any static site can be personalized at the edge, even without JavaScript running in the browser. Now, our bespoke product page is live, showing engaging content from 4 different data sources. And with the power of edge answers, the Next.js application renders all of that multi-source content right from the edge with sub 50 millisecond performance around the globe. One of the additional superpowers that the marketing team at JavaDrip has is no-code control over the mega nav by modeling it in Canvas as a composition. Control and navigation can be a friction point between developers and marketers and the website teams, so it's great to eliminate that stress. Before we finish, let's see how easy it is to add a featured product item, Javelin, to the right side of our coffee maker subnav. It's just a component hosted within a slot in a composition. We can pick a product item from our Salesforce Commerce Cloud catalog, save it, and instantly publish our change. We can even personalize and A/B test our MegaNav content and really hone in on that experience and learn what works. Of course, you don't want everyone to be able to control your main site navigation. Uniform is built to accommodate your entire digital footprint with granular permissions for teams, projects, and roles within a project. Uniform can be configured to handle the most complex, multi-regional, and multi-role needs. For example, you may not want everyone to have ability to change the top-level navigation, just like I just showed you. We live by Spider-Man rules here at Uniform. With great power comes great responsibility. This has been a quick demo to show you how easy it is to get started with Uniform. And although we've been focusing on the web channel in order to easily show you, you can balance structured content with channel delivery. Everything you can see, of course, can be applied to other channels. That's the long-term sustainability I was talking about. Additionally, we have built an integration to HubSpot, with more to come, to support sending the composed layout to email channels. A lot of vendors talk about the benefits of structured content and channel reuse, but Uniform actually makes it real and easy. This means that when things change, say a new CEO has a very different plan or new competitors emerge, your tools will be able to move you quickly and not hold you back. As we like to say here at Uniform, you can be the good kind of yes person on your team. So let's review what Uniform DXC, along with the other great tools in the stack, has unlocked for JavaDrip. First is speed. We know the current economic climate means that you have to move faster and spend wisely. Being able to go with a composable approach where you only pay for what you use and easily change systems as needs evolve is a critical organizational skill. The second element of the speed is the speed to adapt. If JavaDrip needs to add mobile or promotions engine, they can do that incredibly quickly with this approach. Speed also means delivering blazing fast, personalized, and omni-channel experiences for your customers, since their expectations have been raised. Next is empowering your organization through collaboration. We've all known about the promise of SaaS and headless systems to deliver rapid time to value and ROI for your organizations. And from a developer's perspective, it has absolutely been true. But for most organizations, there continues to be a balance between prioritizing the needs of development teams and the business. But DXC and Uniform in particular make that promise a reality by bridging those different data sources, teams, and tasks to the people who need to use them daily. That empowerment also leads to more speed. When teams are cooperating rather than operating interdependently, everyone can drive to the same goal at the velocity that makes sense for them. You can really see that in the possibilities unlocked by our updates to Mesh and Canvas, and I'm so excited to see how it's going to be used by our partners and customers. If you want to dive deeper into what Lars and I have shown you today, we have some breakout sessions with our technical teams where you can see more and ask more questions. The sessions are on mastering mesh integrations, creating with Canvas, and bringing monolith DXPs like Sitecore into a modern stack with DXC. As Lars said, the new features are available now to customers and select partners through DXC Catalyst, so if you're interested, please get in touch with our team. They will be available on our free tier in early 2023. If you aren't using Uniform yet, and you're excited about the future of DXC, please contact our team to arrange a demo. Next up on the main stage, we'll dive into how Cophamsatcom were able to use Uniform to release a new marketing website in only 4 weeks, where they will be joined by their CMS provider, Strapi, and their agency, Crusoe. It's a great story. I want to thank everyone for attending, and I look forward to seeing you in the breakout rooms and answering questions. I hope you enjoyed the rest of DXC Assembly. We have a great show for you.